Story time. I got a couple experiences that I had at the strip club. One of them's real quick. The last one is what really got out of hand. First experience. Nigga just turned 18, right? Freshman in college, just turned 18. My friends decide to take me to a strip club. Now, I didn't know where the fuck I was going. All they did was blindfold me and had me hop in a ride with them. We went to a strip club. I didn't know where the hell we was going. I said, you know what? I'm going to just go with it. Just turned 18, new to college. Nigga just trying to have some new experiences, right? Now, we get there, dog. I walk into the fucking strip club. I walk into the strip club. They take the blindfold off. Keep this in mind, y'all. If they had took the blindfold off while I was in the car and I got outside and looked at where the fuck we was at, I would have never even stepped into that place. I step into the place, they take the blindfold off. Nigga, as soon as I take a breath of air, I'm talking this shit wasn't even air. It was dirty pussy, smelled like dirty pussy and gonorrhea and just straight ass in there, bro. Smell like straight ass. I look around, do an inspection of the place. All the dancers are some skinny bimbos on the poles. This shit was just disgusting, y'all. This shit was disgusting. I turn around, these niggas still at the entrance. All my friends, females and men, they laughing. I'm like, okay, good joke. Let's get the fuck out of here. That was the quickest, worst experience I had, and that was my first one. But we got outside. They're like, okay, we'll take you to the real strip club now. So I went to a nicer one, right? And had a decent time. So that shit still left a bad taste in my mouth, right? And I just turned 18. But I got to see, okay, what a bad strip club was as opposed to a decent one. So fast forward, my homeboy turning 21. 21st birthday. He flies his friend in from Jersey. Now, I told y'all this before. You can tell when you meeting somebody for the first time, a new person, and they kind of just, they kind of just an ain't shit type of person, right? Whenever you meeting somebody, I don't care if you're meeting somebody new, friends of friends, new family members, whatever the hell it is, whenever you out in a social gathering or whatever, and you meeting people, don't ever try to put on a facade. Don't ever feel like you gotta impress somebody. You don't gotta impress shit. Okay, anybody that tries to put on or flage just to, make somebody like you or some shit, just so somebody can think you cool or some shit, that's not genuine, it's not original. You're not being yourself then. It's actually flaw as fuck, okay? And you already know what I tell you to do with those people. Get them the fuck out of your clique. Get them out of your social circle. They can't be your friend. You don't fuck with people like that, right? So, I meet this guy. I'm not saying he a bad dude, but right when I met him, I could tell he's one of them type of dudes. Okay, he came in from Jersey. I'm like, okay, well, hopefully he's laid back. He was a laid back dude, but this nigga, little did I know, would do the craziest shit just to be seen as a cool kid, whatever the fuck you want to call it. So it's me, it's birthday boy, it's his friend from Jersey, and then a few of our other friends that we knew at college on campus right then. And listen, just to tell y'all what I do, listen, you gotta pay a cover going to a strip club, right? So aside from the cover, I took out $20 bills. Or I took out a 20, I broke it into 21s, right? I'm limiting myself to 21s. I'm not blowing any extra cash. This is how you keep from spending all the money in your pocket, y'all. Plenty of guys go in there with a bunch of money in their pocket and they tell themselves, oh, I'm not gonna blow all this. I'm not finna spend all this. Well, nigga, you fucking lying to yourself, because as soon as somebody go to flashing some money and you feel like you the man, booty shaking for you and all this shit, now you wanna blow all your fucking money. That's exactly what fucking happens. So guys, limit yourself to the money you finna spend. If you do go to strip clubs, limit yourself to what you gonna do. That's exactly what I did. So I paid the cover. I got 21s in my pocket. We go in there. Now we all got our chairs lined up in front of the main dance floor. So we got a few poles, one pole right there, two poles right here. Girls on them at all times. Now I'm not gonna lie, the first chick that came out was a bad chick, okay? And she was my type. Light skinned baddie, fat ass, big titties, She came out and she points to me. She's like, do you want to see a trick? I said, yeah, I want to see a trick. All I did was take $1 bill, fold that bitch up like a pyramid. She told me to lean back. I leaned back. Now the dollar's like this, keep that in mind. I put it right by my dick, right at the crotch area. That's where she told me to put it, right? This bitch started doing some tricks and she drops it down and she picks the dollar bill up with just her ass cheeks. Telling you, this shit was pretty amazing, bro. I'm not gonna lie. This shit was pretty amazing. The bitch was on the pole doing some gymnastics shit and picked it up with just her ass cheeks. I gave her a round of applause. I'm like, okay, you doing your job, you do it good. And she was bad. That was the end of anything good that happened that night. The next chick comes out. Now this is a skinny girl. She pale, no titties, just not my type. You know, just not my type. Ass wasn't there. She just a skinny chick, right? She wasn't ugly. She just didn't have a body figure. She didn't have none of that shit. That's what I like. So what do you think I'm finna do when she goes to dancing? That's right. I'm not throwing shit. I'm not throwing no money at you, girl. I don't fuck with you like that, so I'm not finna throw money at you. Clear cut, respectable, right? Y'all niggas would do the same shit if y'all was at a strip club and y'all seen a chick get on the pole that you wasn't really feeling. But yet this chick over here, okay, I'll throw some ones at her. Not this chick over here. That's exactly the situation. Wasn't anything more than that, y'all. So this girl goes to doing her routine, right? She was a good dancer and everything. Did her routine. One of my other boys was throwing hella money at her. She must have been his type, right? I'm like, cool. Now, this is where the shit started getting out of hand. The dude next to me, right? The dude that sat right next to me is birthday boy's friend from Jersey. Now, this nigga leans over at me and says, MJ, you want to see something crazy, bro? I'm like, what is this nigga finna fucking do? This man pulls out a roll of quarters. I shit you not. He pulls out a roll of quarters. This man was not finna do no fucking laundry. There were no washing machine, wasn't no laundromat in that fucking strip club. They served wings, but they ain't had no fucking laundromat. This nigga pulls out a roll of quarters, opens that bitch. I'm like, yo, you need to chill, bro. He said, he looked dead at me again. He said, bro, these hoes gotta work for this money. Now, I'm not finna lie, I busted out laughing because that shit was funny as fuck. But I did not think he was gonna actually throw quarters at these hoes. This nigga took the roll of quarters, opened it, started throwing quarters at this bitch. He started throwing quarters on stage. One of the quarters hit this girl on the ass cheek while she was spinning on the pole upside down. And she didn't know who threw the shit right then. But she kept doing her routine. She finished the dance and everything. I look at this nigga, he had emptied the roll of quarters. It's all over on the stage. He emptied this shit. Okay, that's $10 a quarters, bruh. A roll of quarters is $10. Man, this girl came off the stage, looked pissed off as hell. Guess what the hell she go to look at? She looking at me. She looking dead at me. She walks in between our two chairs, looks dead at me like, listen, I know I'm not some of you guys type, and then looks over at me. I'm like, yo, I don't know what the hell's going on. She starts going on a whole life story rant about how, you know, she don't want to be a stripper. She doing it to pay bills. Listen, this sound like Hustle and Flow or whatever the fuck strip club movie. It all sound the same. And number two, I didn't come to a strip club to hear a whole story, a whole life story about why she going through the struggle. That's not me, bitch. That's really not me. So she continues to go on this rant. The whole time she talking, bro, I'm looking at dude like, bro, if you don't speak up and tell this hoe who was throwing these quarters at this bitch, you disrespected the fuck out of this hoe. Okay, she does her job to get thrown bills at her, not coins. It was hilarious, but I'm looking at this nigga like, bro, you need to fess up, bro. This man is like, okay, listen, I was the one that threw the quarters. It wasn't him. I said, yes, nigga, yes. Own up to your shit. His stunt backfire. I'm surprised we didn't get kicked out of the club right then and there. But while this is happening, while she telling her little story, he owns up to it. My boy that was throwing the ones at her, he comes up, and now that I look back on it, this nigga put on his fucking simp cape like a motherfucker. He had a big ass S on the back because he comes up, he's like, listen, you're a beautiful young lady. You know, this and that, you shouldn't feel, I'm sorry that they disrespected you. He just simping out his fucking ass. He's like, I'm sorry they disrespected you. I'll buy a dance. Let's go to the back. I don't know what happened with dude. I don't know if he got a happy ending or whatever the fuck. Bro, while all of this is going down, she's taking him to the back. My other friend, this nigga was recording this shit from the jump. Before the first quarter was thrown, this nigga was recording this shit. This nigga laughing. He said, I recorded the whole shit. Bouncers come up to this dude, snatch his phone, right? They snatch his phone because apparently we was in violation. You can't record these hoes dancing. You can't record the strippers while they're doing their routines. You can't even record shit in a strip club, I don't think. So they snatch his phone, threaten to break the shit. Now we get into a fight with bouncers and shit. They kick us all out of that bitch. Nigga got his phone back. I don't know if my boy got his happy ending. Overall, the shit was crazy. It was a crazy night, crazy experience. The shit just got out of hand.